New Mexico, but lives in home whites tonight. Rangers in their navy tops, gray pants, and then navy caps and helmets. It's going to be a scorcher over the next couple of days, so be sure and stay hydrated if you are out of the ballpark. Sam Haggerty digs in right side as the first pitch of the game misses upstairs with a fastball at 94, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Against Sam Haggerty, former member of the Seattle Mariners. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and a fastball is down at 95, and the count is 2 balls and no strikes. Haggerty has provided a spark for the Rangers at the very top of the order. He's hitting at 280. The turn of the 2-0, and a wave and a miss through high heat, making it 2-1. He has reached overall in 11 of his last 19 plate appearances. 2 balls and a strike the count as Rogers peers into the target from Chadwick Trump. The 2-1 and a wave and a miss for a fastball 2-2. Why are we saying the name Chadwick Trump? Well, that's because today Maverick Hanley was put on the 7-day concussion IL after a really nasty collision yesterday with Jazz Chisholm. With Hanley going to get a throw up the third base line, he collided with Chisholm, and he's had a couple of concussions before, so he goes on the IL. And Trump has his contract selected. 2-2. That's a flare out the left field. Coming in is Kauser. He makes the catch. Ranging in and to his left. First out of the ball game, sending up Wyatt Langford. Our first pitch today came at 6:37. 100 degrees and clear skies. Today's time and temp brought to you by the Maryland Solar Access Program, making power from the sun affordable for everyone. Learn more at energy.maryland.gov. Ben Wagner, make sure you hydrate.
Holy smokes. Triple digits at first pitch.
Here's the pitch into Wyatt Langford, playing in center field today. Rogers brings it, and it's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Are you a heat index guy? Like a feels like kind of guy?
I am, and I got a greater appreciation for it last week when we were in Tampa.
Yeah. At this point, you should be climatized.
0-1 the count. Rogers throws, and it's up and in, 1-1.
Right now, the feels like, or heat index, if you will, 114. 114.
There's a reason why Tony Mansolino said they were preparing today was by staying inside. 1-1 pitch. Outside, ball 2.
Had some fun with the veteran baseball man during our pregame conversation. Back in the day, if you will, not too far removed from the day, they used to soak ammonia on towels.
2-1 pitch, down and in, and Langford picks up his back foot as it skips to the backstop.
A mixture of ammonia, some cold water, you dip it in ice, or you keep the towels in the ice bucket, and guys would come in and you'd lay them over the back of your neck or just across your chest while guys were kind of relaxing in between innings. It's one of those kind of days.
3 balls and a strike the count as Rogers comes home. And there's a swing and a foul back, full count. Fortunately for Trevor Rogers, he has some experience in these kinds of conditions. Number one, he pitched in Tampa last week, but all that time that he spent in Miami, and he kind of attributed what it was like last week to his time in the southern part of Florida. Full count against Langford, hitting at 237, the pitch. And there's a high pop, first base side, drifting over the dugout. And it's going to get us to pitch number 7.
You know what? It's summer, and it's supposed to be hot, and baseball season is supposed to be played in the summer and the heat and all the fun that goes around it, and it feels like baseball season to me.
Full count, 1 out in the inning, just underway, no score. As Rogers deals to Langford, and he just gets a piece of his changeup. And he goes to pitch number 8. First inning, last time out for Trevor Rogers, he was terrific. He had a clean first inning, 19 pitches, couple of strikeouts. The stuff looked exactly like it did when he was pitching in Boston, but the second inning for him was a nightmare. Full count against Langford. Rogers into his motion, his payoff, and a swing and a miss for strike 3. Changeup got Langford. And a hard changeup, too. 88 miles an hour there from Trevor Rogers. 2 outs in the first now for Marcus Semien. And Trevor Rogers, the second inning, he was nearing 40 pitches and then came out for the third inning and ended up being pulled at 71 pitches. And that was third inning where the Rays started to get back in the game. Pitch here is a strike at the bottom of the zone. 0-1 into Marcus Semien. And Rogers said one thing that he learned was times he got to pitch the scoreboard a little bit. He was working with an 8-0 lead, and he nibbled a bit too much when he got to 2 strikes. 0-1's outside. Count is 1-1. So today, just being a little bit more aggressive in the strike zone and trying to induce some outs a little bit earlier. 1-1 against the veteran Semien as he cuts and misses for the changeup down. 1-2. Semien just lost a 12-game hitting streak a couple of days ago and is hitless in his last 2 ball games. Nothing here in the first inning. 1-2 pitch, and it's low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Semien, one of a number of the big money guys for the Rangers who has not performed well this year, and it's the reason why the Rangers, their big problem has been their offense. 2-2. He chops this foul up the third base line. And if you look at where the Orioles are and the Rangers are, they're in a very similar spot right now. Texas, they score 3.6 runs per game. That is 26th out of 30 teams. They really struggle, too, with runners in scoring position. 2-2. Semien bounces this one foul. Over towards Tony Beasley, the third base coach for the Rangers. And so the offense really inconsistent. Yesterday, a lot of opportunities in Pittsburgh, but managed only 3 runs and were unable to complete a 3-game sweep of the Pirates. 2-2. Hit on the ground, foul of first. Hit off the very end of the bat, and it just veered to the right of the bag. Jonathan Parra, the first base umpire, was straddling the line and made the call, pointing towards foul ground. Semien will head back into the box. But even though the Rangers' offense has not been great, where they have done well is on the pitching side of things. They have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball, and then their defense has been among the best in baseball. 2-2. Strike 3 called on a backdoor sweeper that did apparently make it to the edge. Trevor Rogers had to battle, but he strikes out Semien and gets a 1-2-3 first inning. That's today's Fast Play of the Game, brought to you by the Maryland Lottery. After a half, it's Texas nothing, and the And Holiday against Patrick Corbin, and the lefty's pitch is popped up foul. Coming back towards us on a sinker at 92, 0-1. Laureano to follow, and then Henderson in the bottom of the first inning against the 34-year-old lefty Patrick Corbin. The 0-1 offering, and it's grounded foul. At home plate, cutter there, 0-2 against Jackson Holiday. Corbin, 1 point, an All-Star. He's twice been on an All-Star team. Won a World Series with the Nationals in 2019. He was great that year, but did not throw well after that. 0-2, cut and a miss. Holiday is down on 3 pitches. And as Corbin puts him away on a slider, 1 out for Ramon Laureano. But in spite of some struggles last year, as well as the previous few years with the Nationals, the Rangers needed a starting pitcher at the very end of spring. A couple of guys on the injured list. Pitch to Laureano right side, and he cuts and misses for a heater, 0-1. And so they signed Patrick Corbin to a very club-friendly deal, 1 year, $1.1 million, and he has produced at a very high level. 0-1. Slider, strike. Top of the zone over the outside, 0-2. And 3.91 ERA, and in his first 12 starts with the Rangers,